Hey, Marla Esser here, Green Home Coach, and I am really starting to look forward to these Facebook Live sessions every week. And it's a really fun way for me to engage and share some of the questions that we get and some of the conversations that we have offline and let others out there be party to them. So anytime you've got a question, please just toss it on out there, Green Home Coach's Facebook page, or email me at marla@greenhomecoach.com. Any questions you have, we want to talk about them. So today, you'll notice that I'm standing next to the thermostat in my house. And apologize for the mirror image, one of those funny things about Facebook Live. But there's been a lot of conversations lately about thermostats. And one of the conversations Jane and I got in, Jane's our business manager, is whether or not to set back the thermostat in her house and when. And so this started this really long conversation that, well, it was long because we were having fun with it. It doesn't need to be long, but it did raise the question of how do you get through this process of figuring out whether or not to set back your thermostat. So number one, thermostat setbacks in almost all cases, depending on the kind of heating and cooling unit you have, can be a good thing. There are obviously some caveats. So, because I hear from a lot of people, my programmable thermostat is too hard to program, so I just don't. But you can. And the best time to think about setbacks is when you're really going to be gone for a long time. You're going on vacation, or you're going to be gone for 8 hours during the day while you go to work. So those are the kinds of things that you want to think about. But number one, what's your thermostat do? It controls the comfort in your house. Hey, I'm all about comfort. I like comfort. Matter of fact, I am hot some moments and cold the next, so comfort's kind of elusive right now. But at any rate, we all want our comfort, and temperature is a huge part of that. Humidity can be a big part too, and then that's part of it, but most of our thermostats don't gauge humidity. So actually that might be a thought to get one that does. I'll have to think about that one. But anywho, so first thing, how do you live in your house? Are there people there all day long? You're going to want to take a little bit of time and look at your patterns over the week. Which rooms are you in the most? Do you have zoned heating and cooling? This is a particular one that Jane and I really had a conversation about because she has zoned heating and cooling for her upstairs and her downstairs. So if they're downstairs all day long and not going to be upstairs, then she may want to set back the upstairs so that it's not being heated and cooled when no one's up there. But on the other hand, if you're up and down all day long, then you may want to keep both in a comfortable level for you and for your family or whomever else is in the house at that time. So first of all, you want to think through how you are spending your time in the house all day long. If everybody leaves for the day to go to school, go to work, that's kind of a no-brainer. No sense heating up an empty house or cooling down an empty house in the summer. So that might be an obvious one to set it back. So first of all, look at how you use your house, where you are in it. If you are zoned, then that'll help you understand so that you know which places to be when. So anywho, right now, actually this is a great question that Steph, who's online with us, just asked. With the weather being crazy right now, and a lot of times this happens during the fall, it is so cool in the mornings that we need the heat, yet by late afternoon we need to cool down the house and we need the AC. Cool thing is a lot of thermostats that are out now, and I know the last few that I've owned, have all had a heat and cool function on them so that it can do both. And you can set one extreme for the heating and then the other end of the spectrum for cooling. And it will actually flip back and forth during the day. And yeah, it's okay to do that. What'll happen is during the middle of the day when your house is a moderate temperature, nothing will run. So if you need air movement, that's a great time to turn on the ceiling fans, or maybe even just turn on the fan on your unit if you need a little air movement, but you don't need temperature control. So a little bit of interaction with your system can help you be more comfortable, especially during these fall days when we're going back and forth. I definitely understand what we're talking about. Steph, did that answer your question? Hey, cool. I appreciate it. So let's get back on to what do you do next? Once you've determined how you live in your house, then you want to look at how do you want to set back and what's your comfort range. So depending on how long you're going to be gone is how much you want to set back your thermostat. So if you're only going to be gone for a few hours, it's probably not worth it, honestly, because you're going to spend all of that interim time catching back up to the temperature that's comfortable. So plotting this out and understanding it can really help you to understand how to go program your thermostat. Now that's a whole different conversation that I want to have, because every single thermostat is different. But if you want to learn more about how to start this process, and it's really not as complicated as it sounds, you just got to understand your priorities, understand a little bit about how you live, and be willing to put that together and then put it into your thermostat. So check back on another Facebook Live, or maybe we'll even do a video about it, and we'll show you how to sample or program some of those sample thermostats out there. This one obviously isn't my Nest that I had in my old house, but we'll talk about that on a future Facebook Live or video as well. Hey, thanks for checking us out today, and anytime I can answer a question for you, come on over to greenhomecoach.com or Facebook Green Home Coach. Have a great day.